Hey guys, we went to the computer lab and we did a checkpoint 1 for unit 2, and we then came back into this lesson. Okay, so the crux of the lesson was we made an arc from here and another arc from here and connected these 2 points, right? Now in another class, we did something almost exactly the same. They made an arc all the way from this other dot, which totally will work too. Make a dot from all the way over there, or make an arc from all the way over there, make sure they cross, and notice they end up crossing and they make what is called a perpendicular bisector. The word I'm saying is written right up here. It means to cut in 2 equal pieces at a 90. So the word perpendicular means at a 90-degree angle, right? A right angle. And the word bisector is to cut in half. I guess that's an R, O-R. Cut in 2 equal pieces, or to cut in half. Okay. So we also looked at what that meant for graphing, and we came up with a formula that if I take the 2x values and add them and divide by 2, right, I'll end up getting the x coordinate for the middle here. And if I add the 2 y values and divide by 2, I will end up getting the y coordinate. So there was a couple ways we could think about that and do that. And we also thought again about our slope triangles. We noticed these slope triangles were present, which also helped us find the middle. Okay, so our check your understanding. So you want to upload your notes that you took that day, not a ton of notes, and then do this question. So it says, this lesson should prepare us for this activity. The town of Centerville wants to put a monument equidistant, which means the same distance from the post office, I'll call that P, the city hall, I'll call that C, and the police station, I guess I'll call that S for station. Okay, so there are straight roads that connect each of the 3. Use what you know about perpendicular bisectors to determine where the monument should be placed. Okay, so I had said, students, stick with what you know. So if you know that that is a line segment, we can make our arcs, right? I can make an arc, we may or may not have this, and make it the same size here. And connect these lines and make a perpendicular bisector there, right? A line that's perpendicular. And then you can't tell, but I'm actually twisting my page. So you might see like, okay, I'm twisting my page. And now I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to do it again from here. So I'm going to make an arc from either from here to here. Make an arc from the other point here. And that looks a little bit off. It would be more exact if I could use some kind of compass tool, but make an arc. Find out where those points meet and draw that in. And again, that should be the perpendicular bisector. And again, I'm going to keep twisting my paper until I get to my other side. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make an arc. And an arc. So an arc from the post office, an arc from the station, and then I'm going to connect those tails, and I get a perpendicular bisector. And so now you're like, well, what does this have to do with where I'm going to put my statue? Well, if you notice, if I extend these lines, so if I extend the perpendicular bisector from the orange line, and I extend the perpendicular bisector from the blue line, and I extend the perpendicular bisector from the green line, they pretty much come to a single point, which is called a point of concurrency. We didn't talk about that, but Right there is where I would put my statue. So, oh, that's statute. Statue or monument. Monument goes here. Okay. So it says, use what I know about perpendicular bisectors to determine where the monument should go. I did that. Then it says, explain how I did that. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I used a compass and a straight edge to find the perpendicular bisector of the orange line. And the orange line is CS, right? Segment CS. Then repeated. Actually, I should write 2. Repeated the steps for the blue and green lines. And the blue and green lines were called CP and PS. All right. Last, I extended. Can't spell the word extended, so I'm going to try again. XTEN. Extended all 3 lines and placed the monument where they met. That's what I got here, friends. Thanks for joining us.